y'all, welcome back to the Mace Family Kitchen. So we're here today to make green chili stew. This is one of my favorites because it's easy, it goes all in a crock pot, I'm done for the day, have a nice warm hearty meal at the end of the evening. Let's get started. In my crock pot, I have already browned some hamburger. The reason I do the hamburger and stuff, the browning and just making sure it's cooked before we put it in the crock pot, we don't want to cause any bacteria. Sometimes in the crock pots, things are frozen or they stick together. Just try and avoid the whole situation. Go ahead and cook it up. So I'm going to add 4 cups of chicken broth. So this is 4 cups, but I have put 3 bouillon cubes in it. So I'm going to really watch my salt because the bouillon cubes carry their own salt, and this is a little more than the typical serving. I also have one on the stove because I know it'll take me more than 4 cups to fill up my pot. So this is about 8 rather small potatoes, 8 to 10. If it does not turn out that, if it looks like you're getting too many, don't worry about it. They're soaking in cold water because, of course, potatoes have a very good tendency to oxidize. So they'll turn all nice and black on you, which is not good to eat. And yes, it does get a little cold. But if you're like me, it's a little hard sometimes to get it all. I don't know, somehow getting them all done at the same time, getting them in this thing, just never works for me. All right, so this is about 3 cups of fresh hatch green chili. So we're gonna add that to it. Now, if you're using, and I know Joe recommends a lot, the 505 Southwest chili, it is a little warmer usually, so you might want to add a little bit less. All right, so on the tray of mystery here, I have 2 medium-sized onions, 4 minced garlic, 4 tablespoons, I'm sorry. I have 2 tablespoons of New Mexico red chili. Doesn't have to be New Mexico, all the same. I have a tablespoon of garlic powder, a tablespoon of onion powder, a tablespoon of cumin, and a tablespoon of oregano. So all of this is just gonna join into this party. And of course, like always, I have forgotten something, because you're going to add beans to this mix. All right, we're back. I had to actually grab a couple of, these are pinto beans, just out of the can. I prefer to make mine and add them. However, it was kind of a last minute decision to do the stew. So I didn't have any made, which is unusual. So I'm going to put 2 cans in here. Now, if you remember, I said I had chicken bouillon being made on the stove. I'm just going to give that a little bit of a stir. So again, I used a little more of the bouillon cubes than was needed, but I really do like the flavor it infuses. And you never know, right? Just sometimes I do a recipe exactly the way I've always done it, and it doesn't taste the same or something's off, and that's usually just an ingredient. So I try and give a lot of bold flavors to my dishes, but sometimes It's already hot. Sometimes you are, you are gonna get things that don't always come out the exact same way. So there you go, within like 10 minutes, we have finished throwing everything into the crock pot. It's on high, it will simmer until this evening, and we'll be able to serve it up with either some tortillas or even making some corn tortillas, like chips. But it is a beautiful winter night meal for you to have. And my non-expert foodies and crock pot lovers, here you go. It's fast, easy, and really hearty. Hey y'all, we're back. It's the end of the evening. We have allowed our green chili stew to simmer for the day. Now I did go back and add in another tablespoon of garlic and onion powder, 2 tablespoons of red chili powder. And the reasoning for doing it was just that it didn't have a really strong flavor, which is probably I had a little more chicken broth in. Sometimes there are adjustments that you have to do. It just kind of ends up that way. As I always say to you that sometimes when you add a little something, it takes away from something else. So taste your food, see how you like it, and enjoy your green chili stew tonight.